Alright guys, so episode 6 of The Promised Neverland. So a few things to get out of the way. One, we know Ray is a spy. We also know that Norman has gotten Ray basically giving false information to Isabella or Mum. Whatever you want to go with. I'm going to personally stick with Isabella because that's what I personally prefer. So we know that he's feeding false information, and the first bit of false information that we hear is that Norman is trying to kill her via poison, rope, any means absolutely necessary, and that he's gathering tools that will be helpful. We also saw Don and Gilda get filled in on everything. So up to this point, they only knew a certain little thing, that yes, Connie and the others had been taken by bad people, and they used that term very loosely. So they kind of told the truth, but not the whole truth, for the simple purpose of protecting them and wanting to keep them somewhat safe. So that's pretty much what's gone down with Don and Gilda. In this episode, they find out everything about the farm, that Mum knows, the demons, why the demons want the humans, that they're cattle, everything. They find out everything, and it is quite a shock to them. To the fact that Don actually kind of snaps and punches Ray and Norman, but not for the reason that we think. He punches them because he's like, why can't you trust us? Are we really that much of a burden? You know, are we really that weak? That is what he was upset about, not the whole thing of what's actually going down. Realizing that no, they can't save Connie or any of the other siblings anymore. They are all dead and have been eaten. Right? So that's what he was most upset about. Obviously, he storms out. Gilda follows, and then eventually Emma, Ray, and Norman, they all end up apologizing and saying, "Look, we're sorry. We didn't truly understand. We just did what we thought was right." You know. Meanwhile, in the meantime, we got Sister Crone sneaking around, doing all her thing, and basically she saw this meeting between the five eldest children at Gracefield: Ray, Emma, Norman, Don, and Gilda. They are the 5 oldest kids there. Obviously, Emma, Ray, and Norman all being 12. I believe Don and Gilda are 10, 11. So, yeah. So, having seen this, she, at the end of the episode, she approaches them as they making their way to the wall. Sister Crone approaches them and is like, how about we join forces? I know it's you 5 that know the secret. What's going to go on? You know? And that's where our episode ends. But there's still quite a lot more to do. Phil. Phil is a very pivotal character. Right? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he another spy? Is he just having to be there? Is he a red herring? I don't know. Alright? For those of you who are anime only guys, I'm not going to spoil anything when it comes to Phil. For those of you who read the manga, you guys know exactly what's going to happen. So I'm trying not to spoil a lot about what's going to go. But all I'm going to say is that Phil is quite critical. And we did get some, hints, so to speak, in the fact that Phil actually found the Morse code within the William Minerva books. And also, William Minerva, how could I forget? One of the biggest names in this series. For those of us who have been reading the manga since the start, William Minerva is a massive, massive name. It may not have a lot of context right now within this episode, but trust me, this name is a very big deal. Alright? Remember the name William Minerva and that owl. These are very big deals and very big plot points. Alright? That's the only thing I'm going to tell you about anything else. I'm not going to tell you too much else. Besides what we've already heard, that he could potentially be an ally and could be potentially helping him, obviously by using Morse code to give him messages. Run, promise, farm, death, demon, all that kind of stuff. There are messages there. And Phil was the one who found it. Right? So there's a lot of little things going on. We also had Don and Gilda sneaking into Isabella's secret room. Don pickpocketing her, getting in, finding out that she's communicating with someone who they do not know, and they manage to get out and use Eugene, who finds the key on the floor and returns it back to Isabella. Right? So, that is interesting. That was interestingly done. Right? Some of the stuff that was done really well was the music and the scene transitions. That's something that this series has done very, very fucking well. Like, even in this episode, like the meeting with Don and Gilda and that, we had that one where it's like someone peering out behind the wall. We end up finding out that's Sister Crone. Little things like that add to the scene, add a lot of things to the scene and to the experience that what you're experiencing at that time. And then obviously jumping back from Don and Gilda to Emma and Ray as they're talking. Bang, bang. There's a lot of little setups, a lot of little things happening within the background that everybody's doing. There is so many different plans going on. It's quite difficult to keep track. We've got Sister Crone's plan to basically learn their identities, ship them out, become a mum, and take over Isabella's job. Then we've got Isabella trying to do the same thing. And then we've got the Emma, Ray, Norman trying to escape. Seemingly, one plan has come to fruition with Sister Crone having discovered who are the kids that know the secret. Now the question is going to be this. Why does she want to join forces? Obviously, she wants Isabella's role. She wants to be a mum, right? That's a very special and a very crucial role. She wants that role. Instead of being a sister, she wants to be a mum. So there's a lot more going on than what we see. And I like that. I like that there's a lot of little hidden details. For those of us who have read the manga, we're picking up now as we're watching the anime. And I think they're doing that very well. It's done very subtly, but done well enough that I actually like, ooh, okay, I recognize that. That's going to be pivotal when this happens. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So, but obviously for those of you who are anime only, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But yeah, overall, guys, the art was solid. The music was good. The voice acting, in particular, the voice actor for Don in this episode was really good, especially when he's breaking down crying. Very good. Felt the emotion. The music helped. The animation was solid. The progression was not a ton of progression, but enough to keep us happy. And, very much setting up. There's a lot of setup within this series, right? For a big, I wouldn't say a massive payoff, but like for a good payoff, the plan, the execution of the plan. We got the potential of Ray being the next shipment. The next shipment's going to be January 12th, Ray's birthday. So it's seeming like that Ray will be the next shipment. How are they going to deal with that? There's a lot of things still to be answered within the Promised Neverland, guys. I hope for those of you who are only anime watchers are going to check out the manga because it's definitely worth reading. Obviously, I do review it every single week. We are a lot further ahead, so there's not going to be any what do you call it? Spoilers, stuff like that. Because we're very, very far ahead. There's not going to be any filler episodes or anything like that. I can't see that actually happening. But anyway, guys, overall, for this episode, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. A very, very solid episode. Lots of setups. Lots of things going down. Things are starting to happen now. This is when it starts to get very interesting and things start to happen. Moves are being made. Who's going to move where? How are they going to move? How is this going to affect everybody else? There's a lot. And the first move has been made by Sister Crone, who has approached Emma, Ray, Emma, Norman, Don and Gilda, and offered them, hey, let's join forces. What's going to happen? We're going to have to wait till next week to find out, guys. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. Do you agree with my score? Or don't agree with my score? Let me know in that comment section below. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. As always, smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that notify bell. You'll be notified every time I upload. And as always, guys, I'm 301. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys next time for another review. Peace.